This is Chuck Dixon, the co-creator of Bane, and you're listening to Vigilant Liberty Radio.
At Independent Journal Review, we publish news that is objective, fair, and entertaining. As one of the top websites in the United States, it's our duty to bring the absolute best to our readers. Readers like you. IJReview.com, your number one source for news and entertainment.
Hey, this is Donnie Cates, author of Buzzkill, and you are tuned in to Vigilant Liberty Radio. Get it on. Coming soon to Vigilant Liberty Radio. The Edge of Anarchy. Mondays on VLR.
This is Ed Morrissey of HotAir.com, and you're listening to Vigilant Liberty Radio.
At Independent Journal Review, we publish news that is objective, fair, and entertaining. As one of the top websites in the United States, it's our duty to bring the absolute best to our readers. Readers like you. IJReview.com, your number one source for news and entertainment.
Well, welcome back to the show. Wait, I thought I was going.
Damn it! I told you I was going.
Okay, you go.
You guys are seeing some behind the scenes baseball here. No, it's fine. Go ahead. I'm good.
Well, welcome back to the show. This is The Right Mics with Mike Miller and Michael Hausum. If you'd like to call in this segment, please do. 412-567-6879. Thank you so much for listening. Now, Mike, we were just talking about the Islam stuff, and we talked a little Christianity related to Westboro. But the story that you sent me about from Truth Revolt about this middle school teacher, this is interesting. What's the deal?
Well, and see, again, I look at it at a maybe a bit broader in the hypocrisy in terms of how the left reacts to certain things related to Islam versus Christianity. And so the deal here, Missouri middle school teacher tells a 12-year-old student that he cannot read his Bible during free time. That is, it is prohibited by the school. That's the bottom line.
Silly. I mean, it's silly. And it's on his own free time. So what's the problem?
Well, I don't know. The kid, I mean, again, he's 12-year-old. It doesn't, you know what? It doesn't matter if he's 12 or 2 or 22. It's free time. I was not aware that, having a Bible, in your possession was illegal in public school. I don't believe that it is. But it's a little guy. His dad ends up, hooking up with a TV station. This is the way this stuff gets out. And, we'll have this apology. If it's not already happened, we'll have this apology. Jessica, you and I have talked about stuff for a long time. when schools do stuff and they get caught and then they apologize and say, we didn't do that on purpose, or, this teacher's out of line or whatever. Well, that's probably what's going to happen here. But the little guy says, I like to read my Bible because it's a good book. I was just reading because I had free time, the time to do what I wanted to. So I just broke it out and read it. So, yeah, I mean, now here, again, back to the hypocrisy of the left. And I'm sorry, but, I'm going to generalize here and suggest that because all or virtually all public school systems seem to be dominated by liberal groupthink, that's what this was all about. And furthermore, that, had this been and this is what I want to ask you, Michael, had this been a young Muslim boy, to tie back to the prior story, as you said, and he busted out the Quran, would he have been told that he could not read it during his free time?
Okay, that's a very good question. Because obviously you would need to be incredibly consistent to do both, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's wouldn't that go without saying, in fact?
Well, it should, but as we talked, before the break, I mean, the as it relates to the rush to defend Islam, every time terrorists do what they do, you never see that when reports are on CBS, ABC, CNN, across the board about some atrocious thing that Westboro Baptist did or do. You never see a rush to defend Christianity. So I just got to believe that they might not have messed with young 12-year-old Muhammad that he busted out of Quran.
Oh, no. Well, here's the thing is you can mess with Christians because they're not going to call for a fatwa or to sever off your head. It's funny. For my birthday this year, I went and saw the Book of Mormon up in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah?
Which is, it's Matt and Trey Parker, the guys from South Park, just eviscerating Mormonism, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if Matt and Trey are atheists or not, but they have taken Islam, they've taken Mormonism, they've taken Christianity. I mean, they take them all to task. They are in fact, Comedy Central refused to do the one where they mocked the Prophet Muhammad. But they totally took it on.
Wait, stop right there. And again, I'm sorry, but what you just said is our point. I'm guessing they didn't refuse to do the ones mocking Christianity and Mormonism and everything else, but not mocking Islam.
No, you're absolutely right. But what was interesting about it to me is, Matt and Trey did not do the Book of Jihad or the Book of Muhammad. They did the Book of Mormon. So it's a 2-hour, absolutely uproariously hilarious, completely inappropriate shredding of Mormonism. And you know what the Mormons did? The Mormons actually took out ads in the play in how you go in and you get the little book that goes along with the show, whatever they call that accompanies your show that you're seeing. The program guide or whatever?
The playbill.
Yeah.
The what, Jess?
It's the playbill.
Yeah, the playbill. Okay. So the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons, they put ads in that. Intrigued by what you've seen here? Please go to Mormons.com or whatever, and we're marketing to the people that were attending the show, and they had flyers and ads hanging on the wall outside of the theater. So that was the Mormon response to the Book of Mormon, and now we see in Paris the jihadi response to a similar type of thing printed. So that's partly the reason why, in my opinion, that these things happen, is that you print a cartoon about Joseph Smith and the Mormons will take out an ad below it and say, hey, if you want to know more, contact us. Whereas if you do a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad, you can get killed for it.
See, and dude, again, you're exactly right. So you've hit the nail on the head twice. Liberals know, the left knows, that Muslims tend far more to lean to the left and support the Democrat Party, where Christians, on the other hand, do not. And that's why they defend Islam. And secondly, as you just said, they're scared. You know, they don't have the balls, and I'm sorry that they don't. They don't have the balls because they're afraid that if they attack Islam, aka what just happened in Paris yesterday, that they may be at risk.
Yeah,
all right.
AK indeed.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Be it a Kalashnikov or AK-15. But anyway, listen. Speaking of hypocrisy, you and I talked yesterday about this. Still makes me laugh every time I think about it. About the Harvard professors getting their panties in a wad because these people being staunch supporters of Obamacare when it was proposed and as it came out, only to find out recently that their premiums are going up as a result of it. And so now, as I said, their panties are in a wad. So you sent along a video of one of our fave guys, Greg Gutfeld, attacking these people, commenting. Let's listen to that, Jessica.
Harvard professors have their cardigans in a clump over increases in their health premiums, all due to Obamacare, the same monstrosity these jackasses foisted on America. The added costs are due to new coverage that offers mammograms for men, stuff these hacks were happy with when they were exempt from such nonsense. Like Michelle Obama mandating kumquats for high schoolers while she enjoys a plate of fries, the greater good never includes them, because the greater good sucks. So now we see the idiots that Jonathan Gruber had been referring to all along. They were his fellow freaks on the faculty. Enjoy this. It rarely happens when elitists inherit the stinky little bed they made. Usually their harmful decisions only affect us, but never them. Their outrage reveals their hypocrisy. If a program they extol is so good, how come they don't want it? It's like saying that paying taxes is patriotic, unless you're Al Sharpton. Here's why the professors are ticked. Their average salary is almost $200,000, and they're stuck with a $250 deductible. Think about what that means. That the singular marking of a modern academic is greed. That paying their fair share means not paying at all. As liberals, they accrue luxuries they happily deny others. No wonder they're so upset. Sunlight burns a vampire.
We said before the break, it does disservice to folks who that just was. Michael, what did you say?
Oh, we got something happened on the sound. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, good. The greater good sucks. That's
Gutfeld is, dude, I think, first of all, I think he's a genius. I don't know if you ever watch Red Eye. I have to record it here because it comes on at 3 o'clock in the morning, although, more often than I should, I see it live. But he is kind of to the right, in my mind, what Stewart is, to the left. But he just nailed that.
Yeah, I mean, and I loved how he connected the Michelle Obama thing with it too. There's something about that elitist thing about how you should live and how we should tell you to live for the collective, for the overall good, but we ourselves are exempt from it. It reminds me, when I was in college, I spent a couple weeks in what was at the time the USSR, Soviet Union.
You're right.
And I remember both in Leningrad, which is now St. Petersburg, but it was Lenin.
Yeah.
What's that?
Restored to St. Petersburg.
Yeah, exactly. It was Leningrad when I was there. And then, of course, in Moscow. And at the time, there were all kinds of, people. There was a huge demonstration out in the main square.